What's up, witches? Today's video is going to be about how to program your crystals. I found that a lot of people don't really realize that they can program their crystals, or that they're not actively actually programming their crystals. So I wanted to just do a really quick video to teach you how to do that. So I have a few crystals here. I just grabbed these. I don't actually even know what this one is, so I'm going to set that aside. I have 3 different crystals in front of me. You can't exactly see them, but I have sodalite. This is a really pretty sodalite. Sodalite's generally shades of blue with like white lines going through. Okay, that's how you know what a sodalite is. I have a really beautiful blue tiger's eye here with us today. See that? Look at that. I am so into tiger's eye right now. And then this one's it's a little sad because its color isn't so intense, but it still works. I have this beautiful little geometric piece of fluorite, and I like her because you see those little rainbow qualities she has in her. Lots of like iridescence. So I'll tell you a little bit about these crystals, but also what I'll do is teach you how to program them, okay? Because crystals are amazing, obviously. I also have like rose quartz, and I have this like really cool amethyst geode here with me, and we can get to all of that. Crystals are vibrating at a certain resonance. Like, that's a measurable thing about crystals. Scientists use crystals in electronics all the time because these crystals vibrate at a certain frequency, and those frequencies are helpful for electronics and other things that like scientists are doing. However, we can know about these frequencies that these crystals and rocks and minerals are vibrating at, and we can utilize them to support and help us as well. We don't need to just be a computer to get the benefits, right? So when you leave a crystal like unchecked, meaning when you don't program it or don't specifically start to align your energy to it, the crystal's just gonna radiate whatever vibe it radiates. And if in a certain way everything has a consciousness to a degree, or like an energetic consciousness, right, where it's like kind of receiving the energy in and putting its own energy out, if that's the case, which I believe that's the case for crystals, I believe, and we know because of science, that they're putting an energy out, so that means they're also susceptible to the energy around them. If something is already creating an energetic footprint for itself, we can utilize that. Now, if we leave it unchecked, if we don't program it, it's just going to kind of do what it does, which is the crystal's gonna crystal, right? Like, it's just gonna like radiate whatever it's got happening within it. But what I always want us to do, and this is like a super sneaky little witchy tip for you, I want all of the stuff in your world to work for you. I want everything around you to work in alignment with you. I want you to kind of enchant or infuse all of your objects and rooms and vehicles and everything that you have in your life. I want you to set an intention upon it so it's working in alignment with you rather than just kind of doing its own thing. Part of being a witch is that you know that you have the power to set the intention of the energy around you. It's just knowing that and then doing it. That's the essence of witchery. We're done here. Good luck. Have a nice day. What I'm saying is, if you are aware that you can tell the energy around you to work on your behalf, I want you to go ahead and do that, okay? And the best place to start is with a crystal. So I'll take this piece of sodalite, and for example, if I have this sodalite, and I know that sodalite helps with lots of things, but specifically sodalite's really good for connecting to your throat chakra. Anything blue is going to be good for your throat chakra. And your throat chakra is all about finding your inner voice, speaking from a place of intuition, speaking from a place of your inner truth, okay? So if I take this piece of sodalite, and let's say I am working on listening to my intuition and speaking my truth from that place, I'm going to hold the sodalite in my hand. And part of being a witch that's really helpful to practice with a lot is getting like your intention in, like, concentrated into your energy field, and being able to like use it by putting it into your hands. So I'm going to hold the intention of, like, I want that energy. First thing though, when I get a new crystal, I always do this. I always hold it in my hand and I introduce myself to it. In your mind, it's fine. I say like, hi, my name's Brienne. Like, super excited to have you as part of my team. Like, yeah, I get to that level and I'm like, thanks for being here. I'd like to invite you to work with me. I hope that you and I can like have a nice relationship where I give energy that's helpful to you and you give energy that's helpful to me. And I just kind of do that with my crystals. I do that with all my stuff. And I do that when I first get it. So I've already introduced myself, right, to this rock. I've already kind of said like, I love you. Thanks for being my friend, right? And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it in my hand and I'm going to concentrate on the energy of what it's going to feel like and what I want it to be like when I have access to my throat chakra. What it would feel like if I could speak my truth without freaking out. What it would be like if I could share my inner intuitive knowing. What it would be like if I had access to speaking from the depths of who I was and I didn't feel any fear or static or friction around any of that, right? So I'm going to ask the crystal, please help me find and use my inner voice. Please help me trust my inner voice. Please help me connect to my inner voice. Please help me speak my inner knowing without fear. And then I'm going to say, blessed be, or and so it is so, or amen, or so mote it be, or whatever phrase you like to use to anchor and complete an intention. And I'm going to say thank you because I am super obsessed with having gratitude for the magical tools and the deities and the spiritual energies and entities and our guides. I'm very into expressing gratitude to these forces. So I always go, thank you so much for your support. So it is so. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, when they talk about charging a crystal, what they mean is you're going to charge it. You're going to charge back up that intention that you set upon it. You're going to like set it under the full moon and reinvigorate that intention that you put into the crystal. Because over time, it like other things, the energy can kind of wear away or just kind of get diminished because maybe we use it for different things or we send it kind of complicated signals or it helps us find our inner voice, but we get in our own way and don't speak from that place, etc. So charging the crystal in the full moon or on like a selenite plate or something will help to remind it of the intention that you set upon it. And then cleansing it means that if this little buddy of mine absorbs energy that prevents me from feeling like I can speak my inner truth, then I want to thank it for absorbing all that energy, and then I want to cleanse that energy and get rid of it so that it's nice and pure and whole and empty so that it can keep doing things for me like that. So that's something I want you to consider. And you can do this with all of your crystals. So like tiger's eye is great for luck and for prosperity and lots of things like that. You can ask it to bring you that energy. Fluorite's really nice for processing your feelings and being aware of them. Rose quartz is for love. Amethyst is for everything. So it's really good to charge your amethyst crystals with your intentions because otherwise amethyst is like, what's happening? Oh, I'll send it this, I'll send it that. But if you specifically say, I want you to really focus on my healing, I want you to really focus on putting good energy into this space, I want you to really focus on my intuition, whatever it is, it'll like tailor what it's doing to that energy that you've asked it to tailor itself to. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and subscribe and like it and all that stuff. And if you need to find me any other places, you can hit me up on Instagram at moonstone_witchery. You can find me on my website, moonstonewitchery.com. And please check out my podcast, Moonstone Witchery, over on Spotify. That would make my day. If you have any questions or comments or any ideas for further videos, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. Thank you.